Hello and welcome to the latest episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily podcast that helps you build a thriving business with me, Anna Angelova, and my co-host, Jores and we are a bit late today as we are streaming live on our Plandor channel. So if you want to catch up with us live when we stream live, Plandor channel is the place. If you are not subscribed yet, go there and subscribe. And yeah, today we're a little bit late. It's after 6 p.m. So let's get going, Joris. Let's share what we want to share today with the topic of marketing and especially marketing automation, right? The types of marketing automation. So let's get going.
Hi, Anna. Yes, we're talking about marketing automation and what to use and when to use it and how to use it and for what to use it and et cetera, et cetera. So, we're talking about the smartest way to simplify and scale your marketing without burnout, and that's called marketing automation. So, give us a few pointers, Anna.
Yeah, so we all know, right? Marketing is so important. Like you don't want to be the best kept secret, right? So how can you automate things? And when it comes to especially like small business owners and small businesses, right, and even mid-sized businesses, we don't have the budget of big size businesses to focus on brand awareness and all these kind of things. But there are ways for us to automate some of the things we're doing, and this way we save some time, and we also build relationships with our ideal buyers as well, right? So the core types of marketing automation that are used by a lot of small businesses, and chances are that you might already be using one or more of these. I'll start with email automation. So this is a huge one, although you wouldn't believe how many small businesses, solopreneurs, and small businesses don't actually capture people's emails or phone numbers and don't have any kind of a sequence to build a relationship and continue providing value. So if you are one of these people, listen carefully. Email automation allows you to create welcome sequences. So when someone comes into your world, they're not a client yet, right? Especially if you are selling products or services that are higher end, where it's like hundreds or even thousands of dollars in what we do in our case, right? So usually there is a nurturing sequence where we welcome the person to our world, we provide value, and we help people take the next step, right? Whatever this next step is, like those small steps. So we have welcome sequences, we have nurture emails in terms of marketing automation, right? Email automation. Then other things that you can do depending on what kind of business you have, abandoned cart reminders. So when someone puts things in their cart, like they're shopping on your website and they put things in their cart, but they don't finish the purchase, the transaction, you can automate a process where they're nudged that you have things in your cart that finish the transaction. Not in these words, you ask ChatGPT how to phrase it. And then re-engagement campaigns as well. And marketing, email marketing, right? And automating some of these steps, they allow you to build relationships and stay top of mind. So this is really, really key, again, especially when it comes to selling higher end services and products. But even if you sell smaller products, staying top of mind is amazing. Sending those reminders and different emails, and your inbox is probably full of emails you receive from other companies. So are you doing this kind of thing in automation for your own business? The second one that I want to share today as type of marketing automation is lead capture and segmentation. So again, one thing you can automate is when you get people into your world, whether they provide their email, their phone number, whatever you collect as information for your customers through landing pages, through quizzes, freebies you are providing, pop-ups. One thing you can automate is how you segment people. Did they come from a quiz? Did they come from the newsletter? Did they come from your podcast? And this one helps you see what kind of behavior they took, where they came from, so you can update the messaging. And for different people, you can send different message and really improve the conversation, really help, especially if you are serving different segments, like if you are serving, let's say, stay-at-home moms, but also retired uh, grandmothers, like all these different segments. Like you want to have one message for stay-at-home moms and then a different message for retired grandmothers. So segmentation based on different landing pages, you can segment your community, your people, so you can create better messages for them. A third part that you can segment is your CRM workflow. Not segment, automate, sorry. I was talking about segmentation and I went into segment. A third type of marketing automation that you can do as a small business, and this one is actually really important, again, especially if you're in B2B or higher ticket sales, like product services, having a CRM, automating triggers. And this will help you, like when your leads, when your prospects take certain actions, you know that, oh, this person took this action. It means that it's good for me to reach, or my team to reach to them, so we can help them move to the next stage, right? Ultimately moving them through the pipeline and assigning different tasks to different people from your team. When a prospect moves through the pipeline, initially might be assigned to marketing team, then it might go to sales, then it might go to someone else, right? So really, this helps with managing the sales journey, like the client journey overall. So this is a third aspect of your marketing that you can automate, and chances are that you might already be doing this, right? Then the fourth one is scheduling, like social media content scheduling, right? Social media scheduling, blog post scheduling, even podcast scheduling. Like you can create the content in one batch and then schedule for it to go live on different days. So ultimately, there are so many tools available, right, that allow you to plan and publish, and sometimes even auto respond across different platforms, add comments, things like this. And this one helps you with staying consistent and showing consistently online and bringing a little bit of that brand awareness out there. And again, staying on top of mind in front of your audience on socials and on your website as well, if you're posting blog posts, right? And the last one that I want to focus on or mention today is ads, like automating ads and retargeting. This is another thing that with all the systems we have these days, right? You can show specific ads to people based on their actions, their visits, their clicks, their downloads on your website, right? And this really helps you convert warm leads who haven't yet bought. It helps you send that information to whether it's Google or Facebook or LinkedIn, whatever platforms it is, so they can see your ad, they can get reminded, and they can ultimately become clients at some point. So again, this is really helpful for warm leads, people who are already in your universe. They have taken certain actions, and this is like just the next step for them is to buy that first product, to buy that first service. So yeah, these are all great ways to improve your marketing, like automated, right? And the thing is that you don't have to do all of them, right? Like you don't have to use every single one of them. And what we wanted to share today is that these are possible types of marketing automation. And you might be doing one, you might be doing two, you might already be doing all of this, which would be fantastic, right? But if you're not doing any, or if you're doing just one or two, don't despair. We're sharing what's possible, we're sharing what's out there, and we will cover what you can do if you haven't started yet shortly.
Do what fits the business where you are with the business. I believe it was yesterday we talked about the maturity levels of your digitization, right? Where are you from that perspective? So if you're not doing, and your business and your processes and your people are not mature enough to have those tools, then you may have a problem with those tools. So take, like you said, don't have to do all of this. Understand what's the art of the possible and take one and then see where it fits with your maturity and your processes and your tech stack.
Yep, this is it. You always start with your business, where your business is right now, your business needs, your business goals. This is where you always start. And I just want to add that, remember, automation is not about replacing people, right? Automation is about enhancing the work. And it doesn't replace human connection. It actually enables human connection. And I'll just give one example where it can create more space for really genuine interactions. So think about an automated email where you say hello to someone who downloads a white paper you have. You send an email, automated email with the download, you say hello. This automation opens the door. Like, the person downloads the white paper, right? They read that welcome email, and this opens the door for you to actually personally reach out with a more specific email, phone call, a note, voice message, whatever it is, a few days later, right? So again, it's really thinking about not how this can allow me to stop working at all or replace all my people, but how can it enable me and my team to create even deeper connections, to really show human to human for our customers and clients.
Very well put. And this is, if it sound if it sounds robotic, it will sound cold, and that automation, it will devalue your care for your customer, and the customer will think, oh, I'm just part of an engine. They just throw me in there and they send me things. If you just to understand your connections and understand your customer, make sure you customize it. That human connection can never be, and I think there's new tools that are coming. They are starting to give you the ability to actually customize it rather than be cookie cutter, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So, and you talked about segmentation. So when you can even have separate cores and the titles and the content for different segments. How you speak to a retired grandmother is different than how you speak to a up and coming dad, stay home dad who wants to start a home business. So you're right. Don't let automation be the disconnect. Replace you with a robot. Make it enhance what you do and get to more, take your message to more people. While you're doing better things, there's a message being sent out. You don't have to worry about it. It's not that to free you to do nothing, it's to free you to do better things. So it's important to you, and it's a very nice distinction that you mentioned, Anna. Make sure that your automation does not replace a real human connection. That's very important to remember.
Yeah, the idea of automation is to enhance, to enable you to be even more human. And if you're wondering, okay, where do I begin? Like, if you are, especially if you're just getting started and don't have a lot of these things, or even if you have them. So some key points that highly recommend, especially if you're a service provider, right? Like you have an accounting firm, law firm, for example, a plumber, right? If you are in some kind of a service providing area, appointment scheduling. This is one thing I didn't mention, but it's great for you to be able to have this automated where people can book appointments with you, consultation calls, whatever you want to call it, and automate reminders. Like nowadays, you can send, even if it's a phone call, right? You can text message. Like there are services that allow us to send text messages with the reminder, our call is today at 3 p.m. And also follow-ups. It allows you to send follow-ups as well, right? So if you don't have this yet, appointment scheduling, whether it's phone call appointments, or if it's something that like on a Zoom or Teams or whatever other tool you're using or Messenger, you can automate any kind of appointment scheduling. So this is something that most often uh, our clients and in general small businesses, like they spend a lot of manual work there, right? So really think about like where do you spend a lot of work, right? Where it feels manual and inconsistent, and you want to create a consistent process for your leads, for your ideal buyers. And in addition to appointment scheduling, lead capturing and nurture. As I was saying, you wouldn't believe it how many businesses don't capture leads, how many businesses don't provide any way for people to give their email, their phone number. So using some kind of a lead magnet, a way to just get the email, right? And nurturing, it includes a few things. One is a welcome sequence where once someone signs up for your newsletter or even just for a meeting with you, right? Books a consultation call with you, a welcome sequence of this is who we are, this is what we do, this is our brand, like setting expectations, providing value, helping them with next steps. If they have downloaded some kind of a lead magnet, like a freebie, what's the next step you can help them in that email sequence? And then a second part after the welcome sequence, nurturing, right? A nurturing sequence where, again, the idea in marketing and sales is for us to move people to take the next step. And what is the next step? And when you know your customer journey, you know what the next step is for most people. Like after they download that freebie and lead magnet, what's the next step? And having this thing automated, right? Having the lead capture, the welcome sequence and nurturing automated, again, it allows you, it frees up time for you to connect with people more human as a human, and at some point really reach out, personalize things, while at the same time it still provides amazing value for your brand, for your people, for your ideal buyers.
Very good points, Anna. Very good points. And remember the 80/20 rule. Uh, it's better to do it than you wait for it to be perfected. Start something light, and as you do, perfect your process, make it better, and listen to your audience and improve and move forward. And like you said, Anna, these are very simple, high value steps that will save you hours and hours, and they'll elevate your brand. I mean, and it's a no-brainer. I mean, these are things that I don't think you should avoid doing. Uh, this is speaking of avoiding. How do you avoid the overwhelm, right? And how do you choose what matters? One of the biggest pitfalls of marketing automation is tool overload. If you bring, like we talked about it the other day, where I was at the university and they had each department had a different tool for the same function, and they were only using 20% of it. If you bring a tool, first you need to make sure you study it well. Do not engage with a tool or purchase a tool or subscribe to a tool that you do not use 80 at least 80% of its functions. And it could be different functions, right? But make sure you use at least those. And if you do that as a small to medium sized business, you don't need more than 2 to 3 tools maximum, maybe a handful. And this is again, you uh, pick the right look at even what you do in your lives. People sign up for so many platforms and they use just very little of it. And you need to, and this will also help your adoption, because if you bring the wrong tools and you don't use the right functions, eventually your team and yourself will abandon the tool and it'll be a waste. And you have to take all the data, either migrate it to this new tool or manually put it again. It's a lot of waste. So make sure you choose the right tool. It's a tool that use at least 80% of its functions. And if you look at even, I think there's a CRM tool that we're using, Anna, right? That has a lot of these functionalities, automations. It will automate everything for us.
Yes, and the thing is that we're not starting with everything, right? Like we're not starting with everything, and this is a huge thing. Like in addition to overload, another thing is like trying to build too much at the same time. You're a small business owner. You probably have a team of few people. Start with something small, right? Start with one goal, start with one sequence for everyone, right? Yeah, like don't try to build too many things. And this is what we do as well for our own business, the CRM, Jores, you just mentioned, right? We are not trying to build everything and you use all the functionality at the same time. We are taking all these steps one at a time. And this is, of course, this is based on the plan we have, the roadmap we have for ourselves. And this is what we do with our clients as well, right? We help them get rid of that overwhelm by having a clear roadmap of how they will get to the $1 million a year or 5 million a year, whatever the goal is, right? And like step by step, one step at a time. You don't have to boil the ocean. As long as you know this is my path forward, and this is again, we do this for ourselves and we do this with our clients. You start small based on your business goals, one step at a time, one, two at a time. You test, you see that it works, and then you scale. You put one sequence there, you make sure this one sequence works, and then you scale. Then you improve things and expand. Run one simple automation, get feedback before you build a Frankenstein. Well, I don't recommend building a monstrosity. Simplicity and clarity, and these are two of our. Um, I don't know. We don't have these core values. We should probably add them as core values. Simplicity and clarity. But this is something we stand by. So, yeah,
To me, simplicity comes by nature because I don't have a lot of brain cells left. So I love simple things. My brain loves simple things. Chaos and complication. It's heavy, expensive, and it's for those who want to take advantage of you and your time and sell you billable hours. So, and you nailed it, Anna. Don't automate chaos. And we talked about it even in our adoption and in readiness and the mindset for the digitization and technology. First comes process. If you automate the wrong process, you're going to even lose the customers that you have today. Forget about maintaining them or getting new ones. So make sure you put the right process, bring the right tool, put the automation, start small. This is what we do so many POC, proof of concepts, because without the proof of concept, you have to boil the ocean. You have to spend $3 million for an implementation rather than $30,000 or $3,000. Implement it, test it, then expand. Once you have it solid, then you can easily expand it. Expansion is easier than doing it like a big bang. Much easier. Do small, but make sure it's a repeatable model. It applies to what you have. It applies to your business processes, and make sure that your team can utilize it. And rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. It's very simple.
it is very simple. And the one action step for you today, as you're listening to the episode and probably feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the conversation we just had, is to look at your marketing and look at what are you doing repeatably manually, like on repeat, like manually you do this, right? Is it picking the phone and answering to queries when you can have meetings? It might be sending manual emails to every single person you meet with, or every single person who gives you an email. Whatever it is, look at it. This repeated process you continually do manually, and see how can you automate part of it or the whole thing, depending on how big it is. But how can you start automating it? How can you, again, when it's repeatable, when it's something that you want to have consistent experience for people, when it's repeatable for your prospects, how can you automate it? So think about it, like look at your marketing, see where you have opportunities to automate. We did cover quite a few ways you can automate, and start with one thing. Again, start small, Start with one thing, one follow-up email. Like you can start with one follow-up email. That's it. You don't have to write a sequence of 10 or just a simple scheduler for people to schedule calls with you. Start small and build from there. And I would highly encourage you, if you want even more insights to help you have even more clarity for your marketing, to join our weekly newsletter. We send it every Friday, and it's full of insights that you will not find on socials. And highly, highly recommend for you to join it. And as I mentioned before, it's also a way for you to win the one and only spot we have. Like every month, one of our new newsletter subscribers get a chance to win a complimentary business assessment where like Jores and I can actually look at your marketing and all your systems and help you improve them, build a roadmap for you so you can follow those small, easy steps just like we do.
As always, very well put, Anna. Very passionate. I love your passion for improving and helping others. I don't know if I have that kind of passion, but you're a better person than I am. But yeah, I mean, amazing session. Subscribe, like us, comment. We love to hear from you. Tell us what you wanted us to talk about. We always design these based on what we think that the market and businesses would like. But yeah, let us know. We're always open to change, adapt, have a conversation, have a private conversation, DM us, contact us, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, Jores. Yeah. And also based on what our clients share with us as well, right? Yeah. Thanks, Jores. And we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully Monday in the morning, with data, right? Data insights and business insights and things like this. So something you are passionate about. No, we're both passionate about, but you're passionate about so many things. And I've seen how passionate you are about these things. So don't sell yourself short. And I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you, Anna.